We're officially back from fall break and ready for another amazing week with our Microschool learners. I have some really exciting news to share with you today about our Microschool. Are you ready for this? Are you sitting down? Because when I found out about this, I literally broke down in tears. I mean, tears of joy, of course, because I was so excited. I ran downstairs to tell my parents, but only my mom was down there at the time. And she, of course, was laminating some posters for my classroom, so her back was to me. I shouted, "Mom, guess what?" My mom said, "1 second, sweetheart, I'm almost done laminating these last few posters." And I'm like, oh my goodness, I cannot wait to get this out. Then she finally turned around and I shouted to the rooftops, "Mom, we just received the Vela Education Fund micro grant in the amount of $10,000. Yes! My mom and I just grabbed each other, hugged, and just cried because we were so happy. Now, if you are unfamiliar with the Vela Education Fund grants, here's a brief overview. Now, I took this directly from the Vela Education website, so here it goes. Vela is catalyzing a diverse ecosystem of out-of-system providers so that families can access the learning environments that work best for them. All programs that Vela supports exist to serve learners and families participating in unconventional learning outside of traditional public, private, and charter schooling. Through 3 tiers of investments, they support everyday entrepreneurs implementing unconventional, out-of-system learning within their communities, provide additional resources to grow the programs with the most promise, and ultimately transform the future of education. In other words, they support everyday entrepreneurs, investing in people who are building custom solutions to meet children's needs. They accelerate adoption, increasing the reach of models that redefine how, when, and where learning takes place. And lastly, they increase awareness, making it easier for all families to access options that best reflect their values. I'll make sure to put a link to the Vela Education Fund website in the show notes so you can check them out later. Okay, let's get into today's show. I want you to get your notebook, sticky notes, Google Doc, or any other method you use to brainstorm ideas, because it's time to let your imagination run wild. This marks the beginning of your microschool or homeschooling business journey, and it starts with dreaming big, teacher friend. Are you ready for this? Because we are going to dive into the 3 steps to build a strong foundation for creating your dream microschool or homeschool business. Hey there, and welcome to the All Things Are Possible Teacher Podcast, Microschool and Homeschooling Business Series. Whether you're a teacher or homeschooling parent thinking about starting your own microschool or homeschooling business, or you've already launched your program and you're looking for extra strategies to grow your dream school, you're in the right place. Together, let's reimagine school, step out in faith, and give children an education they love and so deserve. Because families all over the world or in your community need you. I'm Desiree McGee-Greene, kindergarten through 8th grade literacy coach, homeschool mama, and microschool builder. I'm here to empower you to dream big, do what you love, wholeheartedly serve families and children, and live a life on your own terms. In this microschool and homeschooling business podcast series, I'm excited to share actionable strategies to help you start your dream school or program, one that is fulfilling, profitable, and full of fun. We believe here that all things are possible, so grab your favorite notebook and pen and let's get ready to dream big, because it's time to get started. Before you think about how you're going to find families, the location, or how you're going to fund this new adventure, there are 3 very important fundamental steps you must do first in order to have a successful launch of your new microschool and homeschool business. It's what I like to call the DRD Foundation. The first D stands for Dream Big. This is where you are going to write down all your microschool or homeschooling dreams, I want you to explore every possibility. Remember, all things are possible. I don't care if they're big or small. I want you to write them all down. Stepping into this beautiful world of microschools and homeschooling is more than just lesson plans and scheduling. It's a journey straight from the heart, filled with all the dreams we hold for our children and the future we can shape together. So before we dive into all the nitty-gritty of setting everything up, let's take a moment to pause and dream. Big, boundless, and brilliantly. I want you to dream without boundaries. Your dream matters, and so does every question and curiosity. I truly believe that all your dreams, all your questions, and your curiosity is a stepping stone towards building something truly spectacular. Creating our own little educational universe means we get to be the dreamers of every possibility. Whether it's sparking a lifelong love for learning, focusing on wholehearted development, or making learning paths that are as unique as each child, your microschool or homeschooling business can be whatever you imagine. So jot down all those wild, heartwarming, and even the out-of-the-box ideas. They're the first step in turning your dreams into reality. Now let's talk about something that I like to call planting your hopes. Our dreams and hopes are going to be the sturdy roots that help our homeschooling and microschool stand tall. Putting pen to paper or fingers to the keyboard not only makes them real, but also creates a tangible reminder that will keep us grounded and focused, especially when the going gets a little tough. Those written dreams, I want you to think of them as your dreamy compass. They're going to be your guiding star, helping you navigate through every decision, making sure every step you take is a step towards making your dreams come true. Your journey might meander through unexpected paths, but with your dreams in hand, you'll always find your way. All right, are you ready for the second step to build a strong foundation for creating your dream microschool or homeschooling business? Well, here we go. Step 2, research the legal aspects and the demand for such a microschool or homeschooling business in your area. In the United States, homeschooling regulations vary by state. Some states require parents to register as private schools, while others may have minimal requirements. It's crucial to ensure that your business model is compliant with local laws. You might need to register with a local school district, fulfill certain curriculum standards, or meet specific teacher qualifications. For a business, there may be additional permits, licenses, insurance, and regulations to be aware of, including zoning laws if you plan to operate out of a home or other residential space. I also want you to scout the market. Are there many families interested in an alternative education in your area? What are they looking for? Understanding the demand will help you tailor what you offer. All right, step number 3 to building a strong foundation to creating your dream microschool or homeschooling business is define your microschool and homeschooling business and give it a unique brand. Give your small but mighty microschool or homeschooling business a personality and a big voice. So we're not just teaching children ABCs and 1, 2, 3s, right? We're crafting futures and carving out unique paths of exploration and discovery. Pinning down the why behind our lovely little schools gives us a story, a purpose, and a compass to navigate this awesome adventure we've embarked upon. It's all about that branding magic. Your brand isn't just a beautiful logo or a catchy name. It's a promise, a story, and a warm, fuzzy feeling that parents and kids get when they think of you. A strong brand builds trust. A consistent and genuine brand shows we're serious about our educational mission and we're here to stay. A strong brand also gives us an identity. It's our story and the unique sauce that makes our school unforgettably us. Also, a strong brand keeps us in hearts and minds. In a world buzzing with options, a memorable brand makes sure folks think of us when it comes to their children's education. And lastly, a strong brand attracts our kind of people. When our story resonates, it attracts families who connect with our educational style. So, I'm going to leave you with this one question, and I really want you to think hard about this question. It is, what will make your microschool or homeschooling business stand apart from the other limited choices in your area or online? So think really hard about that question, and I want to hear from you. I really want to hear your answer to this question. So you can go ahead and send me a DM on Instagram at Desiree McGee-Greene, or you can email me. My email address is DesireeGreene@task2success.com. I would love to hear just one way that your microschool or homeschooling business will stand apart from the other limited choices in your area or online. All right, well, next week, we're going to be diving even deeper into that first step to building a strong foundation for creating your dream microschool or homeschooling business. And that first step was dream big. And it starts with deciding who we want to serve or who will be our targeted audience. Who are the families that we want to be our people? The people that we want to impact, who are they? That's what we're going to talk about in the next episode, and I'll see you next Thursday. I am so excited because you just finished another episode of the All Things Are Possible Teacher Podcast, Microschool and Homeschooling Business Series. Thank you so much for listening. If you enjoyed this episode and would like to support the podcast, please invite others to join this exclusive podcast by going to DesireeMcGee-Greene.com/podcast. You can also post about the podcast on social media or leave a raving review via email. My email address is DesireeGreene@task2success.com. Mark your calendars because every Thursday, a new exclusive episode will be available to help you start planning your dream school or homeschooling business. Together, let's reimagine school and give children an education they love and so deserve. One of the best ways to get fresh, new ideas is by researching other microschools or homeschooling businesses that have already launched. Check out their website. Look at what their vision, mission, and core beliefs are. What curriculums are they using? What is their philosophy of education? How are they impacting the community beyond the four walls of their school? What does a learning schedule look like? What services or options are they providing to families? I invite you to check out our Microschool website anytime to get those creative juices flowing. To see our Kingdom Seed Christian Academy website, please go to kingdomseed.DesireeMcGee-Greene.com. I can't wait to hear all your amazing ideas for your dream school or program. Let's get to know each other more. You can find me chatting all about my microschool and giving you some more strategies and tips to help you start your own over on Instagram, Pinterest, and TikTok at Desiree McGee-Greene. And remember, all things are possible for you and your learners.